If there's one thing I know that I just do not know. It's that simple. We're gonna go talk to Zoltan.
Monsieur Zoltan, you
Poppy?
What's this?
Oh, he's got a bird.
Haven't even drunk her water. Naughty bird. Now repeat. Savory crackers.
You're gonna teach the bird to say savory cracker? You're kidding me. Oh my goodness. We gotta find Dandelion, and hopefully Zoltan has better clues than we do.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
Where'd you get Poppy?
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up.
I
Put
bet
his
that
things up
owl
for
likes
sale.
cheese.
Happened to be passing by and saw this owl. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? 'Tweren't possible. Ah, but Dandelion's what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
I mean, maybe. How about you first?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, no much a note. He wasn't staying with any of them. I'd not seen hide nor hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines of dubious worth.
Well, here's what I learned.
Think I might have something better.
What are you waiting for? Let's have at it.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kellanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's Priscilla and why wasn't she on the list?
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her. I think it was fervour.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself. Oh.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
Not likely.
Dandelion in love. Actually, truly in love.
Oh, yes. A laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Brutal.
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Meet Zoltan and the Kingfisher Inn at sundown. Anything else you can tell us, Zoltan?
Zoltan?
Geralt!
It's kind of hoping you have more clues. He plays Gwent. Of course he does. Doesn't everybody just play Gwent? I'll tell you what.
Round of Gwent?
I never refuse.
Same.
Let's play.
Zoltan had multiple hero cards, but maybe one of the worst Gwent players we've played. I mean, they played a really bad game.
Seems I won.
I ain't shock given your frankly amateur deck. Here, take this card. You need it.
Thank you.
You can do well to fix your collection. It's downright porous. Don't need you bringing me shame. I got Dandelion for that. You might skim something off your mate, Roche. He's said to have good cards, that one.
Oh, hold on. Old pals Gwent. So Zoltan had a hero card for the Scoia'tael deck. No way. Old pals Gwent, huh? I don't believe it. Remember we tried to play win a card from Roche. We tried to play Roche and just could not. Like, he would not play us. Super weird. Oh, it's super weird that we couldn't, like, interact with him barely at all. Remember, he had his own fast travel point in a cave and everything. I guess if we hadn't met him yet, we would have run into him now. Which is pretty sweet. And it is interesting how some of these story characters
they can't catch the pox.
Are locking the cards behind, right? That if you actually want
Swords up, heave-ho!
Swords up,
You've been here, you've been there.
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
That's us. Wow, so now he'll play with us. Interesting. Let's see what he says.
You play Gwent, Roche?
Yes, but there's no one to play against here. If you've got a deck, pull it out.
All right, we'll whip it out, big boy.
Good luck.
Little update here. Roche is actually worse than Zoltan. Like, Zoltan had a much better deck. Roche tried to play our deck, but they had no idea how to, like, use any of the... It was crazy. This was, like, they just put down... Oh, my goodness. I can't. I just can't.
You won. Congratulations. Here, you earned the card.
Thank you.
Know anyone else worth playing?
I've heard of a man came through Novigrad recently. He might be interested to know he's also a witcher. Lambert, they call him.
Old Lambert's a card sharp? Interesting indeed.
Then I have a mate who's come up from the south. He likes cards, a rather refined player. But it seems he's better at being late.
Interesting.
Wouldn't wait if I were you.
More old pals. It says, when you get a chance, win a unique card from Lambert. Let's actually look at the two cards we got. They were both Scoia'tael cards, I believe. And I'm assuming they were heroes. And there we go. So Zoltan got us, whoops. How do we do this? And there it is. Zoltan gave us the Dryad Queen. And now we got this one from Roche.
You've been here, you've been there. So tell me, is it really the fact...
Anything else he'll talk to us about? No, okay.
So long.
So I guess if you hadn't found Roche yet, you would have a pretty good chance.
You and our commander.
You have a pretty good chance of playing cards when you get a chance. Huh. It's like there's an implication that we can't actually play him yet. Hold on a second. That's weird. Kind of an odd series of events. There's quite a few Gwent contracts or Gwent quests we just cannot do, which is okay. I think the Kingfisher is like right here, or there's another one that's like around this zone. Forget exactly where. We'll just jump over to the zone with. Oh, you know something that's still like a little bit irksome is that if we want to evil soft touches, no broken flowers, meet Zoltan. There we go. Which way is it?
Take a gander over here.
Yeah, Seed is the one that's like just over this way. If we want to dismantle an item for parts, it costs money to dismantle. It drives me crazy. I'm not really sure why it costs money to dismantle things. Right. There's like 3 good inns we end up at. This is one of them. This is the one that's like in between the nicer section of town, the merchant section of town, and like the not very nice section of town. Always a bit of a roll of the dice here. Priscilla, they say, huh?
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we'll see how it goes. Me and Zoltan hanging out. Moment of truth.
These gods long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes, damn what the stars own. rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace, you flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
That was nice. It was also kind of a song about us, but hey, just how it goes sometimes. I mean, who else do we know with violet eyes? You know? Yen.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer?
There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music.
Music?
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath.
Yikes.
Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Oh my goodness, bards.
There's a good reason I don't pour my heart out to bards. They always babble, as you just demonstrated. But listen, besides giving you the details of my affairs, did Dandelion mention his own plans, where he might be going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
Probably.
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Sigi Reuven's vault.
sheep-dip.
And I've not seen him since.
Did she say Sigi Reuven? Whoa. Oh, no. Let's play dumb. Hey, who's Sigi Reuven? To be clear, Sigi Reuven is a pseudonym, a code name for someone very powerful and dangerous.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Why does Dandelion want to break into this vault?
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wine at the Passaflora once. And laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
That's crazy. I mean, who would forget those things to mention? Yeah.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
It's
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Sigi Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Okay, let's see here. Whoreson's been attacking us everywhere we go. Okay, so that's apparently a local gang, these Whoresons, which is good to know. Well, looks like we need to rescue Dandelion.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Sigi Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
I knew
Well,
it.
I've got bugger all.
Geralt!
How did you and Dandelion meet?
Tell me, you and Dandelion, how'd you meet?
At a poetry tourney in Ellender. Naturally, I'd already heard much about Master Dandelion. And it proved true. At first, I thought him a bloated, narcissistic buffoon.
Just at first.
Well, only cows don't change their minds. I changed mine when he came to congratulate me. Never expected he could lose so graciously. Dandelion can be irritating, I shan't deny it. Yet, I also know he can be fair and noble at times. Well, I very much doubt I could bear to have him around were it not so.
Interesting.
I see. I get it.
Okay.
Take care now.
So, Priscilla actually has feelings for Dandelion. I think it's more than just romantic. I think she legitimately, like, cares about him as a person. And maybe there's a potential for some romance there, but I don't think that's the most likely series of events. That being said, okay, no, this is her poster. Guaranteed to tug every heartstring. Interesting. Okay, she have a second one here as well? Yeah, okay. Just the different poses for the poster. Love that. So she must be a big enough deal that they give her her own room and, you know, print out the posters and everything. Letter to Dandelion. Hold on. Letter to Dandelion. My dearest Dandelion, you told me your plan to rob the city's king of crime. I can think of nothing else. I want to talk to you, but you're never around. I hope you're preparing for a heist and not just avoiding me. Oh my goodness. Please abandon your heist. Surely you can find another way to solve your old friend's problem. Okay, there we go. Well, that sounds good. So nothing else, Priscilla? Just quadruple checking here.
Geralt!
Okay.
Take care now.
Go to the bathhouse and talk to Sigi. Oh boy. We better quick save here. If we haven't met Sigi yet, it's obviously a scripted event. What's up, Kurt?
Don't be brash.
I think Kurt asked us to look into his house. I forget. All right. So Sigi is a scripted. Oh boy. Ta-da! For my next trick, we fall into the sewers. Just kidding. Seriously though, Sigi is a scripted event. And super duper main character. Excuse me, Whoresons.
Yeah.
And you know,
Oh, fuck. Don't write it.
I'm actually like really excited for this.
Never let your kind in, though, regret proper.
Go to the bathhouse. We're up on the wrong elevation.
First they killed my son, now they'll throw us out into the street.
That's terrible. All right, middle of the night.
Lately?
Super dark. Going into the bathhouse. So where are we exactly in the city? Try and look at the map for a second. Just tucked in. Yeah, we walked right by this quite a few times.
A natural inclination towards brigandry. Every one of them.
Really, non-humans exhibit a natural inclination towards brigandry? Well, I'd hate to disappoint you.
Coins.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You're super rich. That's who I should rob. I have no small coins.
In from Temeria.
Let's see. Let's see what kind of fun we can get into in the bathhouse. This is exciting. We need a bath. Knock, knock.
Anybody there? Open up.
Knock, knock, Dovahkiin.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Liar.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Don't care.
Tell him Geralt of Rivia wants to talk to him.
I cannot promise Mr. Reuven will have time to see you.
Want a bed?
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Sigi Reuven cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy.
Well, what's happened? He's like, I'm happy. And then I say, what's happened?
The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
Perfect.
You may disrobe here. Your equipment will be safe.
There's our quick save. Can we quick just loot this? Don't mind me. Who knows what I need some of these fibers? Is this open? Locked. Okay. Who knows what I'll need some of these? All right. Happened the eunuch. What's happened? And then he says, I'm happened. I said, what's happened? And he goes, I'm happened. I go, what's happened? Okay, dude. All right. So this is a good way to make sure we're not bringing weapons in to kill him. Very clever. Moment of truth. I'm going to turn this camera and find out just how naked we are. Ah! Just kidding. That was scary though, wasn't it? It is a bathhouse for bathing. What is this? All right. Go talk to Sigi Reuven. All right, Sigi.
Splendid. Sigi Reuven awaits in the next room.
The bathhouse is cool. It's full of bodyguards and naked women. It's a very exciting place. Thank you for inviting us in, Happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Easy, Cleaver.
Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe.
So really quick, in case we lost the sauce here, the criminal elements of the underworld. The dwarf there is the cleaver guy, right? On the right, we have the beggars, right? Then we have the horse sons. I forget who the fourth one is.
We'll eliminate Junior when and only when all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Party, party.
Why the fuck you let him in here?
Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia. Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out of the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
A witcher.
I'm a witcher.
Problems with your plumbing?
Nah, it's under control. Geralt's a friend from the old days. Although...
Assassins! Please, no!
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
Well, all together, men. Let's try not to die tonight. I mean, just how it goes sometimes.
Also, Junior sends
Be clear, these are Whoreson's henchmen, right? He says Whoreson sends his regards. All right, let's go beat some Whoresons up. Thanks.
Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were Whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Dude.
Let's give him a chance to explain.
I don't believe I know your friends, Dijkstra.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
Long time no see, Dijkstra.
How are you, Reuven? Disappeared for a few years there, only to reappear here in Novigrad?
Oh, I've been here, there. Spent some time in Zerrikania, matter of fact.
What did you do in the desert?
Sought oneness with nature. Magical place, really. But I missed civilization, so I'm back. Aim to plant roots in Novigrad, become a respected citizen. And who knows, someday, maybe even a town councillor.
So that is Sigi Reuven here. Sig's Dijkstra, the big boy on the left. And counting Whoreson, those are the 4 leaders of the criminal underground here in Novigrad, with the most dangerous of the 4 absolutely being Sigi, right? Dijkstra. He is just an absolute criminal mastermind and has his fingers in all the pies.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
It's a personal matter.
It's personal.
Geralt takes his privacy very seriously. Spying on him, having him followed, was a bloody nightmare.
Still, he was lots more trusting when he was looking for Merigold.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Whoreson's out to get us, and he'll succeed, eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Whoreson? Find me first.
Nah. Where will I find him?
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Sigi? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it, then.
I'll, look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private.
Okay.
Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
Bummer.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry? Well, consider it resolved then. Now, mind showing some added compassion could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Why don't you want a war with Whoreson?
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
See, this is why Dijkstra is, like someone said, like he's awfully clever. He's awfully clever, isn't he? Huh? Like all of his colleagues, you know, criminal mastermind, or these criminal leaders, right? Like they have serious power. You know, they have like an absolute army of henchmen. They have money. They control literal geographical land. Like they have all the markings of power. But Sigi is the only one that's like, until we know who set Whoreson up to do this, we have nothing.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam, and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bug a bet and lost his ruby ring.
Whoa.
Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there.
Okay.
Suppose you could always search Whoreson's house. Though I doubt you'll find him there.
Wow.
Maybe some clue, though.
Incredible. I mean, Dijkstra immediately is like, these are the three places that you're going to find a lead to find Whoreson. He is intimately connected with them. And then he's like, and then we're like, hey, what about the Cleaver guy? He's like, he'll just start burning the city till he finds him.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Whoreson's got naught to do with the casino officially. So careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Mentioned Whoreson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
I think the casino is the best lead, but we should definitely check the house. Not because we think Junior is stupid. We're not going to find him there, but we might find something better than finding him. In this case, that would be leverage. Maybe we'll find some kind of leverage, a bargaining chip at the house. But I think the casino is the best bet. I have no interest in the arena. Hopefully we don't have to search all of them. Maybe just one, question mark? We'll see.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Oh, he plays Gwent. Of course he does.
Ever play Gwent?
I do. Gwent's like politics, just more honest. Care for a game against an old master?
Oh, good luck, old master.
Yeah, let's play.
Since Sigi is a named character, a famous character, and he has his own Gwent card, we're going to keep this Gwent match in, which is special. Here it is. We even drew him in our deck this round. Not our best hand. Oh, that's better. Okay, we might be able to pull off some magic with this one. Oh, yeah, not a great opening hand. We are entirely planning on giving up this first round. Let's see how they play it. They decoyed our spy. Legendary. I'll do it again, big boy. Go ahead and throw a spy at me. See what I do. Oh, that's always my fear. We'll pull another Gaunter card. Blue Stripes Commando. You love to see it. Let's keep this round rolling. Or maybe we've Warhorned it as well. Because we have a very weak opening hand here. Okay, all right. We'll see what he does. There we go. Little of that action. We can frost this front line. I don't want to play this aggressive on round one when we have two spies, but... Okay, I mean, you wanna cook the middle line? We'll cook the front line. Now what? I don't really want to do this. We've way overcommitted on this round. I'm kind of like praying he starts throwing spies at me at this point. We've super overcommitted here. And I forget what his leader does. I think it kills my strongest card. Oh boy. I need him to throw spies at me. Or clear the weather. Well. This is arguably the worst outcome possible. So he actually played a really good first hand here. And I know he's got a spy in his hand. So we're going to go ahead and win the first round, get that extra draw, and put the pressure on Sigi. I don't know if we can win this. As we burned like kind of all of our good cards, but winning that round means we get to draw that card, which might just decide the game right here. I really don't want to... Maybe we open up with the leader ability so we can use our Scorch. But I need him to play something stronger than a 6 power. I mean, Blue Stripes Commando, anything I put down is going to be in Scorch range. So we're going to Scorch it. It's not pretty. But I know he's... Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think we can deal with this. We're in trouble. We're in real trouble here. I need him to play that spy so we can decoy it. He Biting Frosts. Only has 2 cards left. I know one of them's a spy. That was a brutal open there. A hero card into Biting Frost, and he Scorches us. I knew it. I knew it. Ugh. All right, this is the last card we can play, and then we start throwing decoys. Come on, play your spy. Leader ability clears the weather effect. So he could have done that at any time. Interesting. It's like he knows we have this decoy. He's been holding on to that spy for so long. Come on, throw it down, big boy. Does he pass? There we go. There we go. He knew it was going to give him power, but it gave him 2 cards, which is very scary. We're going to take the spine. Keep the round going. This is a very close match. It might not seem that way, but we really need to not lose. He's got a trebuchet. No. Okay, we're going to throw the spy at him, give him more power, but get 2 cards, which is going to matter more. Huge second round. Oh. I think we win. I think we've got him here. Put down our 5 power, our 6 power. It'll get doubled up with the Warhorn. 8 power on the double, and we just barely squeak it out 2 in a row. That was actually really tough. That late play on that spy card he stole from us, crazy.
Not bad. See you don't have Esterad Tyson in your deck. Here, he's yours.
Thanks.
Thanks. Know anyone else I could win some cards off of?
I know an elf you might try. Got an excellent card in his deck. You'll find him beyond the city walls, where the Scoia'tael stragglers have their shanty town.
Got a minute?
I do.
All right. Do you know what happened to Dandelion? Like, we didn't even ask.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Well, that would be bad.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Sounds like you've got a beef with Dandelion.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
You're going to pay me for this, right?
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Oh, yeah? Who told you?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did.
Ha ha.
I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Maybe. What exactly do you want?
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realise, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent.
Wonder what he wants.
One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Back to the bathhouse. Secret key. For a secret entrance?
Be so kind as to follow me.
Oh my goodness. Well? Be so kind as to follow... Yeah, follow Dijkstra. Huh. I guess we follow him. If we can. Whoa, boy. Oh, hey. He just takes off at a jog. So Dijkstra's supposed to be like 7'2" and like 450 pounds. He's about our height, but he should actually be like kind of like ginormous. Interesting, he has this secret, well-lit, well-maintained, clean, dusted tunnel underneath his bathhouse that he had to drain all the water to even get into. No,
oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
He said don't draw our sword, but he's got a monster down here, dude. Something that's eating meat. Living rough. Oh, no. What is this?
Bart, stop that. Now.
Bart, bad. Bart makes Sigi look Jorfin.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart, her. Bart, less thinky. Bart, less thinky. Bart, sadless.
Where'd you get a troll, dude?
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. Hot there. Sigi Bart take. Good Sigi.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later.
Okay. We are noting
See
the
that
hole.
Door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Jorfin go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
20 tons? Why are you asking me?
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a witcher for?
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private. So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
All right, we'll help.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
No witnesses?
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Jorfin. Oh, God.
And the thieves got in.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms head forth.
So I'm understanding someone blew up the wall, which means they knew the vault was there, and they knew about Bart, and so they brought something to knock him out. Tell me more about the boom, Bart.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom! Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Sigi is hilarious to me. His dialogue. Oh yeah, lots of prior experience. I've worked with a lot of idiots. I knew it. Tell me about the mushrooms, big boy.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Nope.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff upper lip.
Okay, I feel like I know enough about what happened, but that's all we've got?
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. I had this lummox Fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonce, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonce and ran like hell.
What kind of a something, like, crawling out of the water?
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Okay.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate.
That's a factor.
Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
You notice he has the one leg that has the extra support?
Hey, Bart. Got a minute?
Minute. But no minute got. But rocks got.
All right.
Rocks want?
Well?
I mean a minute to talk.
You mean? But nice.
Yes.
One more time. Can we talk?
We are talking.
Sigi you like. Talk me with.
Why do you like Sigi?
Why do you like Sigi so much?
Sigi good. Sigi can't take part.
He locked you up, alone, underground. Don't get bored down here? Not much to do.
When but not much do. But think. Lots.
Yeah?
What about, if you don't mind my asking?
Rocks.
Rocks?
Rocks interesting.
You notice anything different about the day of the break-in and maybe the week before? Just a little before, you know, time?
Anything suspicious happened before the robbery?
Suspicious. But no understand.
Something not normal. Something strange. Maybe you saw, felt, heard something?
Yeah. But here, his.
A hiss like a fuse, you think?
The hissing. Where did it come from?
But his here in Love Tree.
What?
Where, but
Bart said the hiss came from... Was it a snake?
What kind of hissing was it? Like a snake?
No. His other. Not animal.
Right. So, like a hissing rock.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
Good.
Okay, so to be clear here, Bart said two important things. One, he likes Sigi because Sigi lets him think, and he likes to think about rocks. But two, he said the day of the break-in, there was a hissing noise from wherever his... I was trying to find it. I thought it might be like around here. There's a hissing noise from wherever Bart is instructed to make a mess. Let's see here.
Can we...
Oops. It's an accident. A hissing noise. Excuse me, Bart. Dwarven spirits. What is this? Doll, a goblet. Ready to go there yet? Ochred oil, sure. Well, I guess that's it. Other than Bart and... I'm going to loot this tunnel quick. I wonder if Sigi's still here. Can we go back up this and explore the... What do you call it? The bathhouse now that it's not full of patrons, maybe? Secret vault under the bathhouse. Interesting. I was more so curious if they had anyone in the bathhouse at the time of the robbery. Like, it was probably loud enough that someone in here would have heard it, right? If they knew what to listen for. It just makes me think that maybe there'd be some kind of a clue up here, but no, it doesn't look like it. We'll go back to the site of the break-in, I suppose. We're right on top of it, way in this back corner, kind of where we entered from. Which, like I said, makes me think there's some kind of a clue here for us, but maybe not. But I do have to wonder... How did they move all this, like, currency?
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall, too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
See, that's what I'm saying, that this pipe in the ceiling where the explosion came from was started upstairs. You know, like, it wasn't from down here. Now, the last thing I'll say is this. Hold on, one more thing. What is this?
Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now, why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away.
Could be, but I feel like we're missing something obvious here. We should probably grab...
Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast. Shouldn't Can't go any further without taking that antidote.
Okay, we need to go into our bombs and switch to... Oh, no? Okay, go into our bolts. No. Torch. Magic lamp. Okay, somewhere we have equipped the ability to drink this potion. There it is. It's on our consumables. And it says it's equipped. Maybe it's right trigger. No. Left click. Press twice to equip. Hold to switch the potion. Got a cat potion. And what if we have a... Do we have any good oils? Let's make some sweet oil while we're here. Why not? Everybody loves oil. Cursed oil. Oh, I see. These are bonus damage versus specific monster types. Okay, we should probably be using these. Whoops. Let's just try the cursed oil. Next time we're fighting a cursed one, we will slap that bad boy on. Or Elementia. Sure. Draconoids. I've got no idea. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of these. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I don't know. I feel like all of them are actually pretty good. Okay. Hold down left. Hold down this. 10% attack power versus humans and non-humans. Yeah, we're going to drink that bad boy. How do we use it, though? Apply oil. Hold. Select. How do we know if we have the oil? Oh, there it is. Interesting. Okay. Well, in other news, switch the potions. Oh, we ate some bread. Cat potion. Oh, pops mold. All right, we'll pop a cat potion. Pop some mold.
I thought Witcher's potions were vile.
Drink some water. Some bread. Okay. So the cat potion is supposed to let us, like, see at night. The mold potion is supposed to protect us from the mold. I don't know. Wait, drowners.
Drowners.
Ah!
Of course.
Where did you come from? Me, sir?
Come on.
Get some of that action. I gotta tell you, that antidote potion does not last very long at all. So someone would have had to have gotten around this mold and would have had to have blown through the wall and then been prepared to deal with the troll. I think it's much more likely that they were in the bathhouse. Remember, the troll was like, "Yeah, you know, I heard a sizzling noise or whatever."
Dijkstra hired.
I mean, whatever that sizzling noise was, I think was a fuse being lit. And I think that the... Ooh, what's this?
Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew.
But I think that...
everywhere. Guess he had the antidote too.
I think
Keep it down here to burning corpses. Otherwise, drowners will never stop congregating.
Oh. We've never heard that before. We need to burn corpses so the drowners stop congregating. That's new information. All right, what are we missing here? What is this? We found something here. Is this something small?
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Gold coin. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra oil. And... caramel?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I have a suspicion that there is a sorcerer involved to counteract that poison, or to counteract the drowners, or something. Like, I don't think this was just one person. I think this was a multi-person heist. I think someone was in the bathhouse and lit the bomb, and a whole separate crew was actually in the... I was gonna say the underwear, the underground section. You know, the building's underwear. And they were
around.
the ones who like got the stuff out. I think the troll was a surprise, and it was just lucky that the spores in the tunnel put it to sleep. But I do think the sorcerers are... There's a sorcerer involved. We got someone slinging magic to be able to take out the juice. What's he got on his bookshelves? Diary of a Fire Swallower. Oh my goodness. That sounds like one exciting read. Try to avoid the stern. Lands of Velen. Wonders of Zaruka, Zirconia, something. Defenders of the North. Hold on. We missed a bookshelf here. Slaughter of Sintra. Just some light reading. You know how it is. His Imperial Majesty. Dijkstra, you're not going to believe this, wild man.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Yes. Yes, we did. The thieves loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates. Left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale with the crumbs.
I know the one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. My bet, they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah. A cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't leave trails, it amounts to fuck all.
Not true. We found something else.
Found a second corpse. One of the thieves. Threw up the antidote just like your man Fonts.
A beautiful death. Anything on the body?
Not much. Empty vial.
Wouldn't have left him behind if he was anybody. Common porter, must be. Knew nothing, means nothing. Dead end.
Not
literally.
true. Here's the problem with when you're like too smart. You assume everyone works the same way you do. Because Dijkstra here, he would have set it up so that no one would see the boat on the getaway. He wouldn't leave a body behind that had a clue. But the truth is, whoever did this crime isn't Dijkstra, which means they don't think like him. And so maybe there are more clues. Like there was a witness to the boat, or that wasn't a nobody.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
I'm not making a joke. If I was, it'd be funny.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit, while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Well, here's the thing. Maybe the sugar helped smuggle the bomb in. Did anyone bring a pie into the bathhouse?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
There you go.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Well, I think it's time to see which drain they dropped the bomb down, and maybe you keep a list of who comes through the bathhouse, right?
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Appen keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in my knickers.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what we can find here,
All right.
huh?
You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Okay. Rooms on the right.
Nothing interesting.
Okay. Round 2. Well, this is something. There's like some substance floating on the surface.
Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like.
I thought there would be a little more. Maybe on the other side here. Hold on. What is this?
Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah. Bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4 and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
There we go. Guest book. Why is Happen not a suspect? Like, why are we trusting this guy?
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Alright, fine, it's a factor. We will concede the point.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertolt Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henckel.
Henckel? That's impossible.
Why? And who's Henckel?
Margrave Henckel. Who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henckel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Well, where do I start?
Fine. Where should I start?
Henckel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
Got a minute?
I do.
I want to double check he doesn't have anything else. No, he's got nothing.
Time's on my...
Got things to do, Mr.
Not only do I think there is definitely a sorceress involved, but in addition, I also think this is going to be connected to the war somehow. I'm not exactly sure how just yet, but this is absolutely connected to the war. In Margrave or Novigrad or whatever. He is, okay. We know that both sides need the money one way or another. The North needs it because they're out of it, and the South needs it to keep their war going, right? So we know that, like, you know, money is a thing. By the way, this dwarven banker here, who we've met with a few times, check what's behind his house I found. Right here, same connected building as a Cleaver hangout. Right here, Cleaver henchmen and everything. All right, where's Henckel's house?
Closer. Don't be shy.
Henckel's house is...
Dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
Henckel's house is a Cleaver hideout? No way, dude.
Guards!
I forgot that even like defensive spells upset the townsfolk. Like if we cast a shield on ourselves, the guards are like, you've attacked my person personally, and we have not.
Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer.
And we're actually right around the corner from the sewer exit. Where this house is here. Interesting that the house looks like a dump, but they're carrying kind of all the same, you know, trappings of a much nicer house. All right, looks like they go upstairs, the footprints. I'm kind of expecting the house to be empty, but it's going to lead to a clue, which will lead us to another clue. Wow, look at the wine cellar here. These might be old and dusty, but like they have a whole dedicated room for just keeping it.
A letter and a bottle. The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it.
Interesting. Let's assume there's a secret door that opens.
Your birth year. Be dandelions or Ceres.
I guess it could be ours. I don't know. All right, we've got 1251. Sure.
1245 to 1254. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think.
Count Reuven's treasure. All right, investigate the other room. Fine, fine, fine. We found the secret room. There's a hint. There's a clue. Probably signed by Dandelion. We know he was trying to rob this guy,
secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist.
What's this?
Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain.
Remember, Kalkstain was the chemist who one of Dandelion's...
Wyvern oil.
One of Dandelion's friends said that he was looking for. So, but he must have met up with him if he got notes to make the weapon.
Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium. Looks like they made the bomb here.
Okay. Looks like the last clue here.
Siri. Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee.
Who's Menge?
Footsteps. Not good.
Oh boy. Not just... Oh, doo-doo Biebervert? Okay, somebody got updated. Who's the doo-doo guy? Oh, no. It's a Doppler. Okay. All right. Let's see. Anyone else fun we met? Priscilla? Oh, here's Horson Jr. Interesting. All right. Anyone else super fun? Priscilla is a poet and a romantic. Love that. Sure. Dijkstra. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't want to read about these guys right now. We examined this already, didn't we? We must have.
Wyvern oil.
Perfect. So we know Dandelion intended to... Oh, goodness.
Dijkstra and Triss.
Something's not right here. You think Triss sold us out? She told him what we know?
Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Yikes.
Ah, Merigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervois, have you
Why did you come here and follow me?
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first. We agreed. If I learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was concerned about you. Stopped by to see if everything was all right.
You really don't trust me. Of course he doesn't.
Bullshit. You don't trust me.
I trust you as much as you trust me. Not at all. Believe me, it's a healthy relationship.
Gentlemen, really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here. So I beg you, can we get to the point?
Maybe.
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Merigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Well, we know that the temple's desperate for money.
Henckel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist, so...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
I know you care about results.
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something, and that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
What are you gonna do?
So we do your dirty work while you sit around twiddling your thumbs.
Darling, when I'm able to make use of someone, I always do. It's convenient.
And safe. Come on, admit you're scared of Menge.
Of course I'm scared. Bloody dangerous horse, son. Triss would concur, I think.
Not in those words. But I do agree with the statement overall.
I feel like they missed on the voice actor for Triss. Not that the voice actor is doing a bad job, but I just don't picture her voice the way it sounds. And I then don't attribute the voice to the way she looks in the game. Like it's like a miss. It's a swing and a miss times 2, right? Where in my head, Triss would sound different. And kind of on top of that, the model they went with for Triss here in The Witcher 3 doesn't match up with the voice actor they picked. A lot of the other voices do, but that one just doesn't for me. And maybe I'm alone in that. What do you think?
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
Whatever lets you sleep at night, big boy.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we, you know.
I don't think that's important. Like, Dijkstra doesn't need to know everything, even if he thinks he does.
Dijkstra doesn't need to know about my love life.
Wise. I'd never choose his shoulder to cry on either. But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Ultimately.
Menge's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's Barracks together.
All right. See you then. And thanks.
Later. Okay, we got a little bit of an update here.
Yes, Geralt?
Just double checking. Yeah, no new dialogue.
So
okay,
long, Triss.
no worries. Now, one other small thing. I like how she complains about having to walk the streets, literally teleports anywhere and everywhere at any time she wants. Where does she want to meet at? Okay, we can get there soon. Before we meet her there's actually one very small. See if we can find it. There it is. Win unique card from the Scoia'tael. This is actually one of the last unique, like, standalone players that we're supposed to hit for Gwent. We cannot fast travel. I always forget you can't fast travel from the map. You have to actually...
Just look at the freak.
You have to actually go to a signpost of fast travel. I don't love that design choice. I'd rather have the freedom to go when we want to go, where we want to go. Like, going to the signpost is fine. I assume it's some kind of a loading issue, but ultimately it's a design choice, right? As most things are. Listen, this is one of the last dedicated, I'm a Gwent player, play me in Gwent. Please, I've got a quest name over my head in the base game here. This is one of the very last ones. If not, I think there's maybe like one more. This might actually be the last like dedicated Gwent player that we can find that has a quest leading us to them. And like before, it's locked behind a main quest. You can't actually, get involved with this guy until we meet Dijkstra and until we, beat the other people before him in cards as well. It's a little bit hidden here. So let's go ahead and take out all the Scoia'tael and call it a day.
Greetings.
Okay, let's go take out the other Scoia'tael and call it a day. Mr. Merchant here.
You play Gwent?
Do you really have no one else to play with?
Always nice to play someone new.
Fine. Beggars can't be choosers after all. I'll play you, and even stake one of my unique cards.
There we go. Now we're talking unique cards.
Pull out your cards.
I feel like we've played enough Gwent in this series that I don't want to include a lot more of these games, but it is kind of shocking to me when I haven't played a single frontline card and our opponent nerfs their entire front line by playing a Biting Frost. I am like a little bit shook with that decision making. Whatever. All right, we'll win. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Now, they just played a new card we've never seen. They have the Siri card, and it's 15 power. Ooh, legendary. Since hero cards are not affected by the Biting Frost, it would be more effective if we had played a frontline card, which we haven't. It's okay. I'm just going to point out that this was a little bit of a slaughter, and they had some good cards, but just mismanaged all of them. That's right. We won 2 rounds in a row when they had 0 cards left. Oh, man.
Damn it all, I'd so hoped for victory. Alas, so be it. You've won the card fair and square.
You have to do better than that. That is the end of the big city players here. Gwent, 25 XP. Please tell me what our card is. We got the Cirilla card. Awesome. So that is the only way to get that Siri card is you've got to be playing this guy. And Siri's special for a couple of reasons. Ignoring the fact she's a hero card, we can put her into the Nilfgaardian deck, which is very cool. But she's also can go into the hero deck, and the Scoia'tael deck, and the Northern Realm deck. She's a 15 power hero card that can go into every single deck, which is awesome. Just what we needed. For some reason, Triss wants to meet at the Eternal Fire Shrine near the harbor. So we're at the harbor looking for the shrine. I gotta tell you though, the Eternal Fire are these like crazy people that want to kill her. Why are we meeting at their shrine? Like a place that they come hang out, worship, and all that other jazz. Like it seems like a little silly. You say the absolute least, but hey, it is a distinctive meeting spot, which is good.
Greeting. What? So long.
All right, it's midnight. We are at the Eternal Fire Shrine.
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Uh-oh.
Mean it could use a bit of paint and spackle?
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menge would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Then what? Are you sure about this? Like, the odds of this, like, this could get very uncomfortable.
Triss, sure you want to do this? Out here, with everyone watching?
This might come as a surprise to you, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom. Think. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Merigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menge personally.
Okay.
No way. Too risky.
I mean...
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
You really want to do this?
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will, and in chains?
Yes.
No, can't allow it.
Nice of you to worry, but I've made my decision, and I won't change it.
I think it's a mistake, but if this is what you want, what do you think happens next?
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menge's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menge's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all.
Dude.
You'll think of something.
What about the treasure?
What about the treasure?
If we learn anything, great. If not...
Thought you need coin from Dijkstra to help the other mages.
True, I do. Lots of ways to get gold, though. It's just not the most important thing now.
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No, not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
I wish that...
Still got a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
I wish we had a better understanding of what the stakes are. Like, they made it pretty clear, like, the sorceresses are outlawed and stuff, but...
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but...
She knows something we don't.
She's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, all right?
All right.
She knows something we don't. Quote, not going to treat me like a lady, but I'll be fine. I'll survive. Oh, okay. Huh. Like, I know we saw them burning some alleged witches, but...
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Merigold.
Merigold? Come in then.
What a stupid face.
Well, well. Triss Merigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat. But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
True.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
Oh!
You're done jesting, Merigold. For good.
Yeah, Merigold.
Put her in a cell.
Put her in the cell. Where's my money? What are we supposed to say here? What do you think? Hands off, or want to talk to Menge? We want to talk to Menge. I mean, that is why we're here.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menge himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Oh, no. I've got something to offer, Menge.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance?
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
I'm here to talk to your boss. Why didn't you understand that the first time I said it?
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menge.
Menge don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by. With my friend Merigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
Okay. Follow witch hunter leader. Which one was he? All right, there he is. He's got like that stupid face with the what do you call it? Like the little like nose cover holding up his hood. I don't know. I like how they put up wanted posters inside of their little hideout.
Scram before I lose my patience.
All right, here we go.
Foolproof method for exercising witches.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menge. Merigold will be next door.
Okay.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
Dirk?
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, playing tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three.
Okay, Dagger.
Do what you want.
Come on, witch. Show you the wonders a pair of pliers can work. You'd be surprised.
She told us to do this. I don't like it.
I believe I told you not to let anyone in. Unless they had information concerning Philippa Eilhart. This witcher says he's got just that.
Oh, this
Anyone
guy.
can claim that.
We'll start with your pinky nail. Nah, let's go for your ring finger. This little piggy went to market.
But it's not that easy to bring us Triss Merigold. Is that who I hear? Very well. I'll go see her shortly. But first, let us talk. Sit. Sit.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, we're kind of tired. It's been a long walk. We're wearing all this armor.
Have a drink, Witcher.
Sure. We love a drink. Yeah, why not? Thanks.
Sidarian.
A 1261 vintage, year of the massacre of Sintra.
Oh, of course.
Kurt, please see why Miss Merigold squeals so convincingly. Perhaps she needs something. Hot irons, for instance.
Speaking of metal, this goblet's silver. Making sure I'm not a Doppler.
Ah, it's immediately apparent. A professional.
Yep.
I find that refreshing.
So
but to
fresh.
answer your question, one can never be too careful. You'll be surprised how many come here turn to rancid jelly as soon as they grip the goblet.
You didn't feel like the silver sword strapped to my back was a good enough clue?
Got a silver sword on my back. That not enough?
It proves nothing. Dopplers can change their bodies at will into materials that look and feel like silver as well. Materials that have none of silver's useful properties naturally.
Wow.
See, you're an expert on Dopplers.
I'd expect a witcher of all things to understand the value of knowing one's enemy. Now, let us talk shop. I shall pay you twice the usual reward for Merigold.
Awfully generous. Why?
Well, you've turned in your lover. The emotional trauma it must entail. You deserve compensation.
I do want to point out here, notice he didn't say you of all people. He said you of all, and then froze. He didn't say people, right? Hey, you know how it is. Witchers do anything for gold. Come on.
Yeah, I've plowed Triss. But what does it matter if you're paying gold for her head?
Oh yeah. Nearly forgot the mutations strip witches of feelings.
No, no more. I can't.
You surprise me, Geralt. Perhaps we can deal after all. So, you know something about Philippa, but I wager you won't share this information for free. What do you want in return?
I have a suspicion that you have the power to make sure my friend Dandelion is free, or you have the information that will lead to his freedom, and I want you to give me what you can to make sure my friend Dandelion is free.
It's simple. Free Dandelion.
A degenerate bard for information about Philippa. Tempting offer, I admit, but I must say no. You see, I've a magnificent execution plan for Dandelion.
What?
In Oxenford.
What?
A breaking wheel, flaying alive, and so forth. It should work wonders for the mores of the academic youth and townsfolk.
When's this morally instructive spectacle due to take place?
When I issue the order, in person, Dandelion will remain in the dungeons beneath Temple Isle until then.
Dude.
So sorry I cannot be of help. Perhaps we can agree different terms.
Well, the good news is he told us exactly where Dandelion is.
But first, let's see how Miss Merigold fares. It's grown suspiciously quiet in there. Come.
Makes me wonder if... Oh, no. Uh-oh. Almost like there's a reason witch hunters exist. Because
say where Dandelion
witches
is.
do stuff like this.
Yes, but...
She killed him. She killed him so dead.
Triss.
She's torturing this man in an extreme fashion. She feels better about herself. Oh my goodness.
How do I say this? That was just a bit premature.
What do you mean?
Menge said Dandelion's locked up on Temple Isle, dungeon right under the temple. He was planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Also said they'd only let Dandelion out of his cell once Menge gave the order, in person.
Shit. I'm sorry, Geralt. I should have thought it through, but when I saw him,
What's done is done.
He'd never have agreed to help us.
Actually, he literally
Even
did.
if
I know. Let's not dwell on this. We should think about what to do next.
Dandelion's safe for now, though out of reach.
Maybe.
We don't stand a chance of breaking him out. Temple Isle's impregnable, and Menge's not likely to order his transfer, or anyone's for that matter.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Menge burned a sheet of paper. Can you unburn it?
Saw Menge burn a sheet of paper right before we came in here.
Could have been something on it that would have helped us. Too late now.
Okay.
So there's no way you could recover the note?
Sadly, no. I'm a sorceress, not a miracle worker.
Yeah. How do you feel about necromancy?
Could you revive him?
Maybe. If I actually practiced black magic. Haven't sunken that low just yet.
Okay. You're right. Never mind.
You're right. Never mind.
Let's just see if he's got a clue on his person, since you've literally slaughtered all the witch hunters.
Let's search his corpse.
Right. Could find something that'll help us.
You gotta love the way, like, the witch hunters are like, yeah, witches are super dangerous, and, like, you kind of don't believe them.
Office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait. Something sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault.
A vault?
Here, give it to Dijkstra with my regards.
Sure. Thanks. Awkward.
Nothing but dead ends. We'll need to make do.
These are not dead ends.
Breaking Dandelion out's starting to look like our last option.
Geralt, you know me. I'm all for finding solutions. I don't give up easily. But in this case, there's no hope. Not a shred. No one escapes the dungeons beneath the temple, and no one's ever been broken out.
Anyone actually tried?
They've tried, Geralt. I've tried, to be exact. Shortly before you arrived. It almost cost me my life.
Well, there is that.
Menge's the only one who could have ordered Dandelion's release.
Yes. Or someone who looks exactly like him.
A doppelganger?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed. Listen, there is one other thing I wanted to talk about, but not here, not now.
Okay.
Come by when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it.
Sure.
All right, we need to get out of here. This is where we split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
That's right.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam.
The irony that the witch is going to burn down the entire fortress of the witch hunters, who are like, no, they're very dangerous, and here's why. And then she burns their house down. I think the whole thing just goes boom. She has somehow like trapped all of them inside, and oh my goodness, not sure I want to be a part of this. There she goes. It was a nice building. And yes, there are people inside. Triss does not care. She has set the whole thing on fire. The irony. Oh my goodness. Let's get out of here.